my partner, Dr. Barragan, he mentioned to me about this opportunity. So I decided to check, oh, why not? It's imagine somebody who guide you and know what they're doing. So that's why I decided to travel with him to Texas to the meeting. And of course, over there, I learned a lot and I decided to invest in all of the opportunities, in the majority, I think, of the opportunities that the Walk of Wealth gave to us.
Right. Yeah. Very good. Yeah, I remember meeting you in Dallas at our passive investment for dentists summit. Now, when you let's talk about the experience within the mastermind group. Now, we started the mastermind group. You were one of our founding members. We're very proud to have you as one of our founding members. Now, the experience within the mastermind. When you first joined the Walk of Wealth mastermind group, did you feel confident about understanding alternative investments like real estate syndications or oil and gas investments or, private equity deals, or debt? Or was this a whole new world?
No, for me, it was a whole new world. That is for sure. I didn't know nothing. I didn't know that I'm gonna be able to put my money in oil and gas, for example, which, by the way, is my favorite. Um,
Yeah.
I didn't know that you have the option to investment in PAVE or in medical buildings, in lease, net lease.
Triple net
I
lease, yeah.
didn't. Yes, I didn't know about the storage. So it's a lot of
Storage.
opportunities that I
Mhm.
didn't know about them. Um, what
Yeah.
I learned in the meeting, in the main meeting in Dallas, was that you have a whole new world, a whole new options in order to invest your money and put it to work. And to be honest, Jonny, the most for me important thing about all of this, and that is my main advice to every new member, is not only the wealth that you can make, because of course it's important, but it's also the wealth that you make having losses in your taxes. Having that is for me uh, uh, something that I was looking for. For example, in the oil and gas, the last year was 84% of losses of depreciation. So that, of course, is going to help me a lot. Of course, it's going to help me a lot. I didn't do my taxes yet, but as soon as I do it, I'm positive that I'm going to have a very good return.
Yeah, and not to mention that those losses are different from real estate losses because this losses can actually be taken against your business income or active income, right? So it's a much more preferable tax treatment. So yeah, so that's started to solve some of the problems that you talked about. What were the frustrations? You look at finding ways to create income with your real estate, with the income from the real estate being depreciated, and then also getting losses against your, well, you don't have well, I guess you are W-2 employee within your own company potentially.
Yes.
Yeah, so you're paying, you're saving money on the tax on your W-2 taxes, which we are usually not, are told that there are no ways to do that. So all right, so now that's excellent, Joshua. Now we talked about, you've alluded to these, even just learning about having access to all these investments. You've been a action taker, and action takers are money makers, we say here, right? So, and this is your action taker in your business. You can see that you've taken massive action, you've grown a great business, and it's from once you started learning about this world of private investment, you've also taken massive action and invested in a multitude of different asset classes. And we'll get to that, and we'll get to that, but first, now you said you came in not knowing anything. How would you describe your investor knowledge base? How has it changed or grown since joining the mastermind group?
Like a day and night. Again, before the mastermind, the only ways to have depreciation, have losses, was basically auto learn. So I auto learned that if I buy an apartment and I rent the apartment, and I need to pay from my money $200 or $300 to cover the loan or the mortgage, it's fine because I have a loss and the apartment is paying by itself. That is pretty what I think a person who doesn't have education or doesn't have the opportunity to be in the mastermind it's gonna think because it's pretty simple to think. But when you have a whole different opportunities and understand the losses, the wealth that you can have every month, every year, and the opportunities, and have money that you basically or is sitting in your bank account or is sitting without producing anything, you said this, you think and said, why I didn't do this before? So basically, it's my main regret that why I wait so long in order to do that and to find these type of opportunities.
Very good. Yeah, excellent answer. Now, how have you learned strategies or concepts that have changed your mindset as an investor, right? Like, so now you investor, you've been in it. Let's be. I mean, you've been an investor because you've been investing in your practices and the associated real estate. So you have been an investor. But I would you say that now with sort of these strategies that you're learning, has your mindset shifted as an investor?
Of course, because everything that I did before was something that I was thinking was the best option or the only option that I have. Of course, you have the option that people said, why you don't put in a CCD your money in the bank with 4.175 or 4% growing. Yeah, but that is nothing because when you start learning and said 10 months, but that amount divided in 10 months is basically put your money in the bank for nothing. So that is another option that I'm evaluate before in order to do it. But no, of course, the mastermind what gave me is on top of strategies is a lot of opportunities and knowledge, which is what we need, any investor or anyone. It's true, I invested in real estate, but thinking that is the only way or the best way that I have to have a return in the future and have a loss. Why I invest in my own practice or why I was my own um, loaner, because that made me losses too. But with the mastermind is a point that you said, okay, I have money in my bank account, my personal money in the bank account. What I'm doing with that money? Stay in the bank, put it in a CCD for 4%. Of course, this one is much, much, much better. No, even the return, even that my goal is not to have the immediate wealth, the return that we have in some of the options, because none of the options are the same. And that is something that I'm evaluating also. And in 1 year, probably I'm gonna tell you, oh, I prefer this option by far. Because of course, not every business is the same, not every investment is the same. It's completely different and open a big horizon in order for you to know what to do, where to put your money, how to have losses, how to have revenue. That is a lot. Is basically what I need to say. I'm the type of persons that trying to don't put one egg in one uh, cest, to diversify and check what is the best for me. So it's basically what I did in Mastermind. But every month that it's passing, I have more clear which of the options are the best that fitting my needs.
Yep, makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense. Now, how would you now? What about the community itself? Right? How would you describe the community you found within the mastermind group? Have you connected with other members? Maybe had conversation with other colleagues, other dentists that you might not have ever had before?
Yes, for sure. You learn that you are not alone in the ocean, that you have many dentists like me, that they are growing, that they don't know what to do with the profit, they don't know what to do with the losing, they don't want to continue paying tons of amounts of taxes, and they don't know what to do. So I'm not alone.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I have the opportunity to know two or three people very closely from the mastermind. um, I work with him. I just told you, Dr. Barragan is my partner.
Yep.
So we always discuss, we always learn. what I love from the mastermind is to have one monthly meeting, and a person who knows the topic start explaining to us what to do, what is good, what is no good, what to expect. And again, I think to be completely transparent and honest with everybody who is listening to me, after 1 year, I will know exactly which opportunity fits better for my needs. Because, of course, my needs is to have or to pay less taxes. That is my priority number one. So for me, I need some of the opportunities is fits my needs very well. Probably another um, colleague has a different needs, but that is something that you need to go and check and open to a whole new world of opportunities of investment, very guide, very structured, that can help us to get what we want in a faster time.
Yep, that's the whole idea, is to compress time, and to be, give you the knowledge, which it seems like you're learning here very, very, very well. So beyond your financial results, do you feel that you would be more confident in the future to make smarter investment decisions?
Of course, because knowledge is power. So if you don't have the knowledge, how you are going to decide in a better way where to invest your money? Um, Many people can think, oh, but if you continue working as a dentist, if you continue growing in your practice, you're still going to have your future secure, which is true also. But knowledge to know where to place um, your money, to know where exactly you can have the better return, where you can have the better losses, and diversify, I think it's something that is priceless, because that is something that I was looking for and I found here in the mastermind.
If you could summarize your experience with the Walk of Wealth Mastermind group in one sentence, what would you say?
Knowledge, opportunities, success. I summary in 3 words.
Knowledge, opportunity, success. Okay, love it. That's brevity is wit. Very good, Dr.
Exactly.
Anderson. Yeah. Last question, line question is, what would you tell somebody that's on the fence about joining the mastermind group? Or maybe they're waiting, see what would you tell somebody that's on the fence about joining the Walk of Wealth Mastermind community?
Don't doubt. It's something that you not measure in money, which is the knowledge. So something that any doctor that is listening to me is going to find here in the mastermind is knowledge, opportunities, and diversification. Sorry. Um, Probably they will say, "Oh, but I don't know if I'm gonna do it or not. I don't know if it's going to have return. I don't know if I'm going to. This is for me." Well, my best advice is everybody feel that at the beginning, but when you are here and you have the opportunities, the people who is giving those topics and invest, they are investors with long time. A long time CV of many things that they are doing is something that is priceless. So to any colleague that wants to join the mastermind, I will say go for it. It's knowledge and opportunities is something that you're not going to find everywhere. I don't think I found this or something close to this before, and I'm very happy that I took the decision almost 1 year ago to say yes, I'm go for it.
Very good. Thank you. And is there something that you wish you knew before you first decided to join? Like when you were first decided, is there something that you know now that you wish you knew before you joined?
Diversification again. Diversification. For me, the only 2 ways to invest, or 3 ways, if you want to put it that way, is stock market, real estate. 4, invest in their own practice. and the CCDs that the bank offered to you. Basically, it's what I believe is the only ways that I can have to invest my money, the money that is in my bank account, my personal bank account, meaning the money that I pay taxes already. Which, of course, if you don't know what to do, that money is going to continue growing, and that is the problem, because how you justify that, how you have a loss on that, or the money is coming, you pay more taxes, but still you have money in the bank account which is growing and growing, and you don't know basically how to invest. Buying real estate is the only, or for me at that time was the only option that I have to um, invest what I have and not leave it in the bank, basically staying there without growing or doing anything. Now that I joined the mastermind again almost 1 year ago, I know that you have a whole new opportunities that I don't think nobody is going to know if they don't join the mastermind, because it's what happened to me. Trust me that I'm trying to look for many things. Many people can believe and said, and why you don't contact a financial advisor? I did. Why you don't contact your CPA and tell her to do it? I did. But nobody gave me the opportunities or the knowledge that mastermind gave to me, and I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for took the decision to go and join and know different things that I didn't know it before.
Yeah, very powerful endorsement. I appreciate it very much. And the last question, this is a sizable investment, this mastermind group. Some people might say it's sizable, some people might say it's very, very underpriced. What is it worth it in your mind? Is it worth it, the investment that you made to join the mastermind community?
Yes, because again, knowledge doesn't have price. So having all of the people, all of the speakers, which they have a lot of investment, a lot of wealth, a lot of opportunities, having a group of dentists that is investing there, or having a group of dentists that they are learning things, that is priceless, because nobody's going to come and talk to you and explain this is good, this is bad, you should do this, you should do that. Of course, when you have a financial advisor, basically he's going to tell you 401k, IRA, investment, stocks. Yeah, but nobody's going to give you all of the opportunities on all of the investments, like an oil and gas, PAVE, storage, medical buildings, or anything that basically you brought in the group, which is
Mhm.
many opportunities, by the way. And that is something that, in my opinion, is priceless. So for anyone that is doubting that the amount of money for the first investment is a lot, no, it's not. It's more than worth it, and more than fair, in my opinion.
Yep, very well said. All right, perfect. Thank you so much, Dr. Joshua, for Dr. Joshua Anderson, for sharing your experience. It's always incredible to see the growth that's happening within our community. Now, if you're watching this and you're ready to learn how to create passive income, build wealth, as Dr. Anderson really stresses, save money on taxes, and invest confidently in private investments like real estate and oil and gas, click the link below and let's schedule a time to talk.